Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Good evening. We'll start by 4:10 maybe. Because there are a few more students to join. Did everybody join? And we'll start the class. Good evening, all of you all. Yeah, good evening. Okay, so Since I wasn't able to take class yesterday, I'm conducting today's class on compensation of yesterday. What did we see in last class? Did anyone summarize? Ashwath, what did we see in last class? Ashwath,
Yes, ma'am.
what did we see in last class?
Ma'am, we saw
Yeah, tell me. We started with a new lesson. What is that?
ma'am, it's change around this.
Changes around us. Very good. That's what we saw. What are the changes we saw? What is reversible change, Ashwath?
Ma'am, did you already start the chapter?
Yeah, we already started it.
Can you tell me exactly when?
Last class, were you there?
No, ma'am. Last class, maybe there's some problem in which you left the meeting, right?
No. That is, I didn't conduct the class, which was yesterday. I'll tell you when I conduct the last class. Give me 1 minute. I'll give you the date.
Ma'am, reversible changes that we can reverse the any substance.
We had a class on Sunday. Deepika, were you there?
No, ma'am, I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Sunday, actually, the whole day I was out because it was my birthday.
Okay. Belated happy birthday. It's okay. You can just look at the lecture. It was a very small lesson. We actually completed it. We started and completed it. It's a very, very small chapter. Okay, maybe I'll give you a small brush up because I think many of y'all weren't there. I guess even Street Age and all wasn't there.
I also wasn't there, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so I'll just give you a small recap of what we saw in last class. The remaining, y'all can look at the lecture and ask me if you have any doubt.
Ma'am, reversible changes the change that solid to liquid.
That is not the exact definition. Reversible changes are changes that can be reversed, basically. Okay, to brush up, we saw different changes around this. So we are like, since we saw a lesson before this, how to, categorize, or group substances we saw. So here we are grouping them based on the processes that they're common in. Now, for example, in cooking, you're going to heat up the hot water, which involves evaporation. While salt is being obtained, you're again heating up the seawater, again evaporation. In rain cycle, the seawater is evaporated to the clouds in order to form rain droplets. Again, evaporation. So based on evaporation, these are being categorized. So like this, there are different methods that is categorized based on the processes it undergoes. So these processes are converted into two important processes, that is reversible change and irreversible change. Basically, anything that changes or anything that converts from one state to another is known as change, right? So here we have reversible change. First, reversible change is something that where things can be reversed. Now you're changing ice cube into water by melting, and again you're converting water into ice cube. It can be reversed by freezing, right? So this is a reversible change. Whereas here you're going to boil an egg, the egg is becoming soft. Can you make the boiled egg hard again? Can you make the boiled egg hard again?
No, ma'am.
Yeah, so this is known as an irreversible change. Changes that cannot be made back into its state. Okay, this is one of the concepts. Another concept is, this is a change that can be reversed. It's called reversible. Another that cannot be reversed is called irreversible. Another concept is that heating of certain substances increases its size. This is known as expansion. Repeating again, heating of certain substances increases the size of the substance or a size of whatever the object is being heated. This is known as expansion. So an example of situation here is that these are the different tools that is used for digging soil. Okay. So all these tools here, the blue part is the iron, the red part is the wood. Okay.
Ma'am,
This iron-
excuse me.
Yeah, tell me.
Ma'am, are you presenting your screen?
Is it not visible?
No, ma'am, it's not.
Oh shit, I'm so sorry. Just give me a minute. I'm trying to share my screen. Deepika, it's not an issue that you're missing classes, but if you're keeping yourself up to date by looking at my lectures, then it'll be definitely helpful. But if you're not going to look at the lectures, then
I'm
it's very,
like
very
watching the recordings right now is not possible because like there's a lot of howling going on over here and I'm hardly able to hear it. And if I close the door and do my classes, some of my siblings come inside and start talking. So after I come back to my home, I can watch all the recording.
Yeah, that will do. That will do.
Okay.
I'm not able to share my screen. Is the white screen visible to all of y'all? The whiteboard?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. I don't know why I'm not able to do screen broadcasting. I'll check into the issue. Okay, so I don't want any of y'all to touch the board, okay? Okay, so what we saw was reversible change and irreversible change. None of y'all are request, please don't touch the board, okay? Okay, so since it's visible to all of y'all, here you have, now you're having eyes, you understood the reversible and irreversible change? Did all of you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Another
Yes.
change. Now, for example, you're taking different tools are there for digging up the soil. Okay, this is the wood, and you have some ring kind of thing, and then you have the iron, and then you have another tool like this, and you have another tool like the shovel. Okay, so this shovel is attached to the wooden stick with the help of a ring of iron. Okay, so this ring, you might ask, how is this iron being attached to this wooden stick? Okay, so what they do is, now for example, the radius or the diameter, uh, just a minute, please. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
The notes are visible? The notes are visible or it's the whiteboard?
Ma'am, just the whiteboard.
Okay, guys, I'm not able to share my screen. Let's not waste our time for that. I'm going to like explain whatever I taught in last class. So please have your ears open and please listen to the lecture. And when I'm stopping, you can ask me doubt. Note down in your notes whatever doubt you have. Okay, and you can ask me in the end. So we are clear with what is reversible change and what is irreversible change. Okay. Now we're going to see that the heating of certain substances expand them. Okay, that is the example you're going to see. There are different tools that is used for digging up the soil. Okay, you have the shovel, you have the axe, like an axe kind of thing. You have for digging up the soil, you have different tools. Okay, so for these different tools, you have the wooden stick and you have the iron. So this iron is attached to this wooden stick with the use of an iron ring. Okay, now for example, if the diameter of the wooden stick that the iron is being attached to is, for example, 1.5 centimeter. Okay, what they do is they will put a larger ring. Okay, a larger ring. If it is 1.5 centimeter means they will put a ring that is 2 centimeter. Okay, so you might ask, then how will it fit? Because it's going to be super loose. The iron thing will come out. Okay, so what they will do is they'll put the ring that is 2 centimeter and they will heat it. Once they heat the ring, sorry, I'm saying it the opposite way. Sorry, guys. Okay, so I told you the wooden stick is 1.5 centimeter. Okay, so they're going to take the ring, a ring which is 1 centimeter. Okay, not 2 centimeter. Taking a ring which is 1 centimeter, which is smaller than the diameter of the wooden stick. Okay, if you take a ring that doesn't fit to your hand, how will you put it in your hand? Or how will you put it in your finger, basically? Okay, so the technique they're using here is they're going to heat the ring. So when they're heating the ring, it will expand a little. Okay, do you get my point? I want me to explain again.
Ma'am, how does it expand?
That is the property of the iron. When heating of iron is done, it expands a little bit, a very little bit. Okay, so it expands. So this ring, which is smaller than the diameter of the wooden stick, it expands, and now the wood can easily fit inside. Okay, so once it fits inside, it cools down. That is either by using cold water or you just leave it. When all the heat goes away, it cools down. Again, it shrinks. Okay, so cooling of certain substances decreases its size. This is known as contraction. Okay, heating of certain substances increases its size, which is called expansion. Cooling of certain substances decreases its size, which is known as contraction. So now it contracts and holds the wooden stick firm and tight. Now it cannot be removed. Now it's very tightly held. You want to remove the iron means you have to heat it again. Okay, that is how hard it will be fixed to it. Okay, this is the second concept. The third concept is nothing but very easy. Conversion of solid to liquid is known as melting. Conversion of liquid to solid is known as freezing. Okay, freezing is basically when you're converting it with the help of cold or with the help of ice. All right, so that's it. This is what the lesson is about. This is what we saw last class. With this, we're done with the lesson. It's a very short lesson. All right. Okay, so today we'll I don't know what to do with no screen.
Ma'am, you forgot to tell about chemical change and physical change.
Chemical change, physical change. Ashwad, explain no. Sorry, Adrit, explain.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, physical change.
Hmm.
Ma'am, it does not mix with substances.
Okay, that's not the exact definition. Okay, so there are two types of changes apart from apart from reversible and irreversible change. Okay, that is physical change and chemical changes. Okay, so any changes that creates new substances are known as chemical changes. All right, now for example, you're going to burn a log of wood. Okay, so here you're converting the wood into ashes by burning them. Okay, so a new substance is being formed, right? This is known as a chemical change. Okay, you're having a banana peel, you're letting it to rot. So after it's rotting, bacteria is being formed, a new organism is being formed. So this is a chemical change. All right. Now fireworkers. You're gonna put all these fireworks. What are they becoming? They're becoming again smoke, right? Fire is turning into smoke. So again, this is a chemical change. Okay. Physical changes are substances where no new substances are formed. Like for example, you're gonna cut a piece of wood. After you cut it, the wood is still wood, right? You're gonna shred paper. After shredding, the paper is still paper. You're gonna mix different colors of marbles. Again, they are still marbles. All right. Street age. Now tell me, conversion of ice to water. Is it a physical change or a chemical change?
Ma'am, ice to water.
Hmm.
Ma'am, it's a physical change.
Very good. Why is it a physical change?
Ma'am, because it melts.
But a new substance is being formed here, no? So why is it not chemical change?
Ma'am, like it won't rot or something, right?
That's not the exact answer, but very good for saying it's a physical change. It's not a chemical change because the water is being only frozen. Because at the end, it is water only. Okay, because of water only, it is ice. Okay, so it is not a new substance, it's just the same substance with a different name. All right. Okay. So with this, we're done with physical change and chemical change. Please, you can just make note of whatever you understood so far. If there's any doubt, anyone can ask me.
Ma'am, you told that chemical change are not irreversible. Are
All chemical changes are not irreversible. Are all irreversible. Like you cannot reverse them. If you burn wood, you cannot convert the ashes back into wood. So note that point also. All chemical changes are irreversible. Just note it. I'll look for another lesson in 5 or 6 minutes, and I'll try to fix the error also. I hope you all have noted, guys. I'm trying to fix the error and not able to find a solution to it. I don't want to waste the class time because of this. We'll go and give a brush up to the next lesson. Okay, have all of you all noted it down? Are you all done?
Yes, ma'am. Done.
Okay, fine. Please, all of you turn your cameras on. All of you, turn your camera on. Deepika, Shwet. Deepika's out, fine. Aishwarya, please turn your camera on. Okay. All right. Okay, so today we're going to start another lesson. That is, we're going to talk about the plants around you. So we're going to get to know about all the plants. That is the name of the lesson, getting to know plants. Okay. So you go outside and you observe all the plants around you. So we see that some of the plants are small, some of them are big, but some are just, patches of green in the soil. So some have green leaves, while some have other reddish leaf or orange leaf or yellow leaf. And some have huge red flowers, some have tiny blue color flowers, while some have no flowers at all. So we do see a variety of plants that exist all around us. So near our home, in our way to the school ground, on our way to school parks and different gardens, we see a lot of plants. So now we're going to get to know the different types of plants, and this is going to help us understand the differences between the plants of different kinds and labeling of the different parts of the plants and why each part have different colors. Okay. So now we're going to see one type of the plant, one kind of the plant, which is herbs, shrubs, and trees. Please make note of it. The heading, herbs, shrubs, and trees. Herbs is HERBS. Shrubs is SHRUBS. Trees, Okay, so now we're going to look at certain branches and things very close to you. So any of y'all know what is herbs? Can you differentiate these three headings? Any of y'all?
Ma'am, I don't know if the definition is correct, but I think it is herbs are root parts and shrubs are stem parts.
Okay, good try. What about the rest?
Ma'am, shrubs are bushy while herbs are not.
Herbs are?
Ma'am, shrubs are bushy while herbs are not.
Okay, okay, very good. What about the rest? Only Deepika and Sritesh? Okay, all right. So basically, herbs are bushy, but they're not like actually shrubs are bushy. Yeah, herbs are not. Herbs are mostly like what do you say? Like the ones that you use for cooking, mint leaves, curry leaves. All these are herbs. All right. So herb, they are like non-woody plants. There's no wood in them. It just is like a green and a very tender stem. It has very few branches on them. These branches are there for curry leaves and mint leaves. Your mom make. They remove the stem part and then they throw it away, right? So herbs is basically a non-woody plant that has a green and a tender stem with few branches on it. Whereas a shrub is a bit more taller than the herb and it has a lot of stem branching out in its base. It's more bushy. Okay, all the bushes that you see are shrubs. Okay, and you know what is tree? A tree is a woody plant. It has many branches on a single stem. The single stem is the bark of the tree. All right.
Ma'am, can you tell the definitions one again?
Yeah. So a herb is a non-woody plant that is green. It is tender and it has a tender stem It has very few branches on it. Whereas a shrub is bushy, taller than the herb, and it has stem branching out in its base alone. Okay, it has just in the base, there is a lot of like stems, and on top it's full of leaves. And whereas tree, it is a woody plant that has many branches, all on a single stem, which is a bark. Am I clear? So herbs, examples, you have like coriander, thyme, parsley, curry leaf, and all that. Whereas shrubs are more like lavender, rose bushes you've seen, no? So rose, all these are shrubs. Trees, you all.
Is lemon a shrub?
Is lemon a shrub? Not sure because I haven't seen one, but as far as I know, a lemon is not a shrub, it's a tree only. Okay, I don't think lemon grows in shrubs. I'll just check. Let's just give me a minute. Lemon is a tree. Yeah. Okay, lemon is not a shrub. Okay. All right. I hope you all have noted it down. Please tell me when you're done. Since I don't have the screen, please take time and note down whatever I'm saying. And tell me your name and tell me you're done when you're done with it.
This is Ritesh, I'm done.
Okay.
Ma'am, can you tell once again?
Yeah. A herb is a non-woody plant that is green color. It has a very tender stem and it has very few branches on it. A shrub is bushy. It's a bit more taller than the herb and it has branches of stem in its base. A tree is a wooden plant that has many branches on a single stem, which is the bark.
Ma'am, I'm done. Aishwarya.
Okay. And Ashwath, I think you only asked if there is any vacation. About vacation, please talk to Manoj sir, okay? Talk to the management because I'm not aware about the vacation. They'll give you clarity.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, I'm done. Deepika.
Okay.
This is Adrit, I'm done.
Okay.
Ma'am, I am Ashwat done.
Okay. All right. I hope you all have understood the clear definition of how herb shrubs and trees look like it. All right. So, is tomato a herb, shrub, or tree?
Ma'am, I think tomato is a tree.
Okay, Deepika thinks it's a tree. What about the rest?
I'm
Ma'am,
herb.
I'm herb.
Ma'am,
Who says herb?
tomato is a tree.
I'm herb.
Adrit says it's a herb. Ashwarya says it's a tree.
Ma'am, herb.
Okay, Ashwath is also saying herb. What about you, Sritesh? What did you say?
Ma'am, herb.
Herb. Okay. How many of y'all say herb? Please raise your hand. Is the raising hand option available for you? Please raise your hand. Only Ashwath and Sritesh says it's a herb. And Adrit. Okay, how many of you say it's a tree? Aishwarya and Deepika. Okay, so a tomato plant is not a tree, it's a herb. Okay, you won't see trees of tomatoes. You'll only see stems, little stems and branches that has tomatoes hanging in it. So tomato is a herb. Okay, mango is a tree, herb, or shrub.
Tree, ma'am. Tree.
Okay, anyone else other than a tree?
Tree.
I'm tree.
Okay, so you all know that mangoes are mango trees. Okay, and lemon is
Sure.
yes. Ashwat saying shrub. What about the rest?
Ma'am, shrub.
Ma'am, shrub.
What about Deepika and
Can you tell it once again?
lemon? Lemon. Is it a tree, herb, or shrub?
Ma'am, herb.
Okay, Aishwarya says the herb. Okay.
Ma'am, shrub.
Okay. Nobody's saying a tree.
No, ma'am, I say lemon is a tree.
Only Deepika says it's a tree. Okay. Someone said it's a herb, no?
Yes, ma'am.
How can it be a herb? Herbs are normally the ones like they're normally leaves that you use for cooking. Those only come under herb category. Okay. So lemon trees are there, but the trees are not as big as the mango trees and normal trees that you see. They're more shorter. So they are called lemon trees, but they are shrubs. Okay, they're small trees, but they are shrubs. All right. So you all know that tomato is now it's a herb, whereas a lemon is a shrub and mango is a tree. Okay. So now we'll just see a small characterization. All right. So a tomato, what do you say? You know the tomatoes are short, right? That is, the herbs are short. Please make a classification. Please write down 3 headings: herbs, shrubs, and trees separately. Leave gap between each heading. You're gonna write the different characteristics. Tell me when you're done, quickly.
Ma'am, can you repeat?
Write the heading trees, shrubs, and herbs in 3 headings separately and leave some gap in the 3 headings. I'm going to give you characteristics under each heading.
Done, ma'am.
Done.
Okay. Okay. So under herb, right? Wait, I don't know how I'll show it to you in the whiteboard. Just a minute.
Ma'am, I have a terrace garden.
You have a terrace garden. That's really nice. What all leaves do you have? What all plants do you have in the terrace garden?
Ma'am, I also used to have, but my father started becoming so lazy that he didn't give water and
Oh,
all
it all
of them
died.
died.
Auto. Okay. So you've written something like this. Okay, like herb. Okay, so you've written something like this. I want you all to write the heading over here. Like this on top. Okay, so you'll be writing height. You'll be writing about the stem. This whiteboard is horrible, actually. Okay, have the stem, and then you'll write about yeah, you'll just write about the stem and the height. Okay, write this. Once you're done writing that, In STEM, put 2 dots. And please, guys, don't mess with the board. Okay, all of you, please don't touch the board. Just write using your pencil in your book. You'll write green. Then you write tender. Thick. Hard. Please write like this. I hope my board is visible. Please write like this in your notebook and tell me that you're done.
Ma'am, can you go up?
I think it is exactly in the middle.
Ma'am, after height, what should I write?
I think you all have changed the board. You have touched the board. Please move your board and view what I have shown. Please change the board.
Ma'am,
Yeah, tell me.
ma'am, after height, I can't see anything.
Is it visible to you all now?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am, it's visible from the beginning only, ma'am.
Okay, after height, write STEM. Next to STEM. After STEM, put 2 dots and write in the same line, write green, leave some space, write tender, leave some space, write thick, leave some space, write hard. So it's going to be height, STEM, green, tender, thick, hard. Are you all done? Tell me when you're done.
Ma'am, green, tender.
Thick, hard.
This is Adrit, I'm done.
Okay.
Ma'am, I'm done.
Okay.
Ma'am, I am Ashwat. Done.
Okay. Everyone is done? Anyone left?
I'm done.
Okay, all right. So now first let's talk about herb. Is herb short, tall, or very tall?
More than all. Ma'am,
Short.
short.
Okay, who says it's tall or very tall? Anybody?
Ma'am, it's short.
Okay, anybody who says tall or very tall? Okay, so it's short. Please write short under the height. Okay, now shrubs are short, tall, or very tall?
Tall.
Tall, right? Tall.
Ma'am, or else should we write medium?
Or you can write almost your height. Write my height. Okay, and tree, write very tall. Now, you know that herbs are they green or not? Are
Yes.
herbs green? Yes. And you know, shrubs are green, trees also green. So write yes, yes, yes under herb, shrub, and tree. Now for tender, are the stems of the shrubs, sorry, herbs, tender or not? Yes or no? Are they tender? Guys,
Yes, ma'am.
they are tender.
Ma'am, where should we write green?
After stem, after stem, I told you to write green, tender, thick, and hard, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so all herbs, shrubs, and trees green. So you should write yes, yes, yes.
Ma'am, tender in tender.
Sorry?
In tender.
Yeah, in tender, I'm asking you, is herb stems tender or not?
Yes, ma'am. Herbs are tender.
Anybody who says no? Anybody who says no?
Ma'am, green like the stem is green.
Yeah, the stems are green.
Ma'am, tree, the stems are green.
Oh shit, yeah, no. Change it to no, change it to no. Sorry. Change this alone, tree alone into no. But yeah, for shrubs and herbs, some of them are green. So make it into green. Yes and yes. Okay, Deepika, tell me, are the stems of the herbs tender?
Ma'am, herb.
Yeah, are they tender or not?
Yeah, I think so, ma'am.
Think so. Okay, what about you, Sitesh?
Ma'am, the herbs.
Hmm.
Ma'am, yes.
Yes, okay. And what about the shrubs?
Ma'am,
Are they tender? Yes or no?
ma'am,
Why you guys are thinking this much? I told you clearly in the definition only for the herbs, the stems are tender because they are used for cooking purposes and all. No. So only tender for the herbs. For the remaining two, it is no. Please write yes under tender for herbs and no for shrubs and trees. Now for thick, are the stems of herbs thick?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, who all says yes? Raise your hand.
Ma'am, for the herbs.
Yeah,
Ma'am, no.
okay. Who
Ma'am,
says
for
yes?
the ma'am, for the herbs or the shrubs?
Herbs. Only Ashwat and Aishwarya. Yeah, obviously it will be thin only. How can it be thick? Because you're going to use for cooking again. Just visualize a normal curry leaf stem or a normal mint leaf stem. Is it very thick? It's very thin and slender. No. And it's what? It's very tender also. It'll easily break. It's not that thick. So it is a no. What about stems of shrubs? Are they thick? Whoever
Yes,
says
I think,
yes,
ma'am.
whoever says yes, raise your hand. Only Deepika. Okay, so it is not thick, Deepika, because the shrubs also, they're just more taller than the herbs. That's it. The base and all is made up of small stems only, which can easily be broken. They're not that thick. Okay. So it is a no again for shrubs. Please no make note of it. For trees, is it thick?
No, ma'am.
Okay, whoever says no, raise your hand. For trees, it's not thick. Someone said no, why are you not raising your hand? Whoever says no, trees stem are not thick, raise your hand. Only Ashwath. Okay, Ashwath, can you break a tree, Ashwath?
No, ma'am.
Then how are you saying it's not thick? It is thick because it is strong and it's thick. So write yes under tree. Okay. So now hard. Are the stems of the herbs hard? Yes, raise your hand. Okay, no, raise your hand.
Ma'am, can you repeat the question?
The stems of the herbs are hard or not? Whoever says it's not hard, raise your hand. Okay, so Aishwarya, you're saying that it is hard.
No, ma'am, I'm saying it's not hard.
Okay, all right. So yeah, it's definitely not hard. It's very thin and it's very weak. So it is a no. So put no under hard for herbs. What about shrubs? Is it hard? Whoever says yes, raise your hand.
Ma'am, what's the question?
Are stems of shrubs hard? Yes or no? Whoever says yes, raise your hand. Whoever says no, raise your hand. Okay, Deepika, tell me why are you saying no?
Ma'am, because you said that they are just tall, they are not thick, right?
I told they're not thick, but did I tell you they're not hard?
No.
Yeah. So that's why it's two different property I've clearly given understand. Okay, because I told you, I've clearly given in the definition, they are in the base of the shrubs. So you can see that how strong they are, that base of stem is holding all the bushy leaves on top. So you can see how strong they are. So they are hard. Okay, they are more stronger. So it is a yes. So please put yes, all of you. Yes, it is hard on the sound. Yes, it is hard for under shrubs. And for trees, it is?
Yes.
Obviously, it is hard. So write yes under tree also. Okay, write another column. After green, tender, thick and hard, add another line. the stem is placed at the base. That is one of it. And another thing is the stem is placed higher up.
Ma'am,
Any-
repeat.
So you have to write after you have written green, tender, thick, hard, write another column. The heading is that stem is the stem is placed at the base. The stem is placed higher up. Are you all done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is your homework. You have to find where is it placed. All right. Okay.
Ma'am, can you repeat?
A stem is placed at the base. Stem is placed higher up.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so please find that out. That will be your homework. I'll see you all tomorrow. All right. Any doubts so far? Okay, all right. So please do homework. It's a very small homework and simple homework. And also find examples for each. Herbs, shrubs, and trees. All right. So please note down both the homework. I'll see you all tomorrow. I have to go for the next class. So if any doubts, please text me privately on WhatsApp. Bye, all of y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Example.
Sorry? Did anybody
How
ask some?
many?
Just 2 examples are enough.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Mm.